there is a broader understanding of what issues are today. We're moving into a new age with new questions, and that's why this whole question of ecology and ecology and spirituality, but the whole question of the environment is an issue that younger people are more sensitive to and recognize. You're right. And they recognize that this is their generation. I'm just going to, one last statement I'm going to make is the Pope mentions this very clearly. He says this issue of our dealing with the environment, with these principles that he tried to inculcate, that we're not just doing this for our times, we're doing it for our children and our grandchildren. Because 30, 40, 50 years from now, they will ask the question, where were you when these things were happening? When our earth was being so destroyed? Where were you? Didn't you recognize it? Didn't you speak up? Didn't you see the implications of it? And whenever I hear those, read those words of Pope Francis, I say to myself, that's true. I hope we recognize what's going on, and we recognize what has to be done, and prepare, in a sense, our children and our grandchildren for a better world, not worse than it is now.
Thank you so much for your observations and your question, Angela. Thank you, Ed, as well. Yeah, I can see some comments in the chat box as well, saying that Laudato Si is not often preached from the pulpit, is what I'm seeing. You know, is not part of a day-to-day life in a parish as much as many of us would like it to be. And so we can see that there is much work still to be done in the future. You know, we are still in the middle of a climate crisis, and there, you know, one step at a time, we move forward, and we move forward together in ways that build resilience and build community and avoid burnouts. I apologize to everybody who didn't get a chance to ask a question. I do encourage you, if you would like to share any feedback on this talk or any further questions, share them with us at the email address water@waterspirit.org. We'll try to get back to you about that. Ed, thank you so much for being here and sharing your insights and your wisdom, your experience from your years of talking and thinking about this. Do you have any final thoughts you'd like to share with us before we move into our closing prayer?
I've already taken up so much time, but I'd just like to say Waterspirit continues. And Waterspirit, with a great deal of changes and location and so on, is making a transition. And it is trying as best as possible for people of this time and this generation to deal with these questions of the environment. And we're trying to bring people together to talk about this a little bit more, because this is precisely what the Pope is asking us, the dialogue about this. We have to interact. We may have different ideas or not have ideas, but we have to get together with people who are willing to enter into this kind of conversation. Amen.
Amen. Amen.